Nicola Sturgeon will be sued for a legal independence bid, and taxpayer will pay. Nicola Sturgeon will end up getting sued in the courts if she presses ahead with her Plan B for independence, and the Scottish taxpayer will have to foot the hefty bill, a constitutional expert has told. The Scottish National Party, SNP, has announced plans to try to legislate for a second independence referendum, even if Prime Minister Boris Johnson continues to refuse to approve such a vote. Michael Russell, Scotland's Constitution Secretary and SNP President, has said a bill to hold INDUIREF2 will be introduced to the Scottish Parliament if the Holyrood elections result in a pro-independence majority. The plans follow growing pressure on SNP leaders from members for a Plan B route to a referendum. Mr. Johnson has said he will not approve another independence vote, and argued in an interview this month that Westminster should not allow one until the 2050s. Mr. Russell said in a statement that the Scottish Parliament could then pass a bill preparing for an independence vote, even without UK approval, challenging Westminster to take legal action to dispute the legal basis of the referendum, and seek to block the will of the Scottish people in the courts. The Scottish Government and some legal experts have in the past argued that Edinburgh can legally unilaterally hold an advisory independence referendum under current devolution law. In a speech last year, Ms. Sturgeon said she did not rule out testing the legality of such a vote. However, in an exclusive interview with Express.co.uk, renowned constitutional expert Vernon Bogdanor cast a shadow over Ms. Sturgeon's plan. He argued that holding such a referendum without Westminster's authority would be ultra vires Latin for beyond the powers, because matters connected with the Union are reserved. Because of this, the SNP will end up being sued in the courts, and the Scottish taxpayer will have to foot the hefty bill. He said, a referendum would be clearly illegal, since the devolution legislation declares that matters relating to the Union are reserved to Westminster, and nothing could be more related to the Union than an independence referendum. If they try to hold a referendum, they would be spending money illegally and could be sued in the courts. Scottish taxpayers will bear the costs. When asked why Ms. Sturgeon decided to go with the strategy, Professor Bogdanor said, "It may be no more than a threat, it could be bluff, but whether so or not, the devolution legislation is perfectly clear. The courts would not take long to decide the issue. Their case would last 5 minutes." The plan has also met with resistance from Scottish Tories. Douglas Ross, the Conservative Party leader in Scotland, told the Daily Mail that Unionists could boycott the vote. He said, "Most Scots will wonder why time, energy and resources are going into pursuing an illegal referendum when we are facing far bigger challenges." Prof. Bogdanor's warning comes as it has emerged that Ms. Sturgeon's government has spent more than £700,000 on COVID-19 thank you letters. The letters, sent to all Scottish households, express gratitude for adhering to Scotland's coronavirus restrictions, which were introduced last March. However, critics of the Scottish First Minister branded the move as being close to political campaigning, at a cost to the taxpayer.